Hey everyone, Rowan here, and I'm about to waste an unspecified amount of time talking to you about Minecraft, like everyone else and their dog on the internet. But what do I talk about? Do I talk about the explosion of 100 Days videos? The phenomenon of, I built X in hardcore Minecraft? My own general nostalgia for the game? Or about how the Xbox 360 version of the game was by far the best one and you can fight me on that? Well, I had something different in mind that I don't see many people talking about. Let me begin with a small story. The other day, I got a phone call from my sister-in-law, and she told me that my nephew wanted to play video games with me. Now, normally playing video games with my nephew entails him watching me play something and asking me to blow up some random cars. But I can't really do that this time considering we're currently on opposite ends of the country, so instead I suggest that we play Minecraft together on the Switch. And it went off pretty well, actually. I was gonna say it went off without a hitch, but I didn't really want to make that pun. But it really got me thinking about the times I played video games with family members. Sure, there was the Wii era of playing Wii Sports with everyone because they were all enamored with the technology, and playing Xbox Live with my older brother. But what really stood out to me the most was playing games with my mom and dad on the original Nintendo Entertainment System. I should mention that this is the most gaming either of my parents have done in, well, their entire lives. So asking them to play games with me as I got older became more and more out of the question, and I found that kind of sad. So it really warms my heart to be able to play games with my nephews when I can. And I want to take some time to talk to you all about intergenerational gaming, and I'll have my own I promise that's the last time I use that soundbite. My own hardcore gameplay in the background. So what makes a good intergenerational game? Well, in my completely unprofessional opinion, a good intergenerational game needs to have three things. 1. Be simple to understand. 2. Be easily available. And 3. Be a pick up and play kind of game. Now, I'll dig into those points one by one and explain why I personally think Minecraft is a fantastic intergenerational game. You may be asking yourself, how is Minecraft a simple game? I mean, people do some incredible things in it, like making functional computers and mega builds, but let's not forget that the main mechanics of the game are gather resources and build. The literal first thing you're supposed to do is punch tree to get wood. And let's be honest, with current versions of the game, it's super easy to craft anything you need. The game literally tells you how to craft items. But this is forgetting the existence of peaceful difficulty and creative mode. I'd argue the existence of these options make the game a much simpler experience overall. Don't want to gather resources? Hop in creative mode and build the night away. Want to dip your toes into the game? Put the difficulty on peaceful. The only real threat to yourself is yourself. And that's actually how I introduced my nephew to Minecraft years ago. Gave him my Switch, put him in creative mode, and he just went to town building away. Made his own version of Titanic. And then he immediately blew it up with TNT. And now that my youngest nephew is getting to the age where he understands and wants to play games, I plan on doing the exact same thing when he asks to play. The point I'm trying to make here is that there is no wrong way to play Minecraft. If you want to punish yourself, you can play hardcore. If you want to run around doing nothing but picking roses, or poppies now, Rip Ray, you can do that. The game doesn't stop you from enjoying yourself. And that's something I think can be a real deterrent for some people. The thought that they're playing the game wrong. It can be a real crappy feeling, especially when you are playing with someone. They get upset that they have to carry you the entire game, and you get upset because it feels like they won't let you do anything. I'd argue that as long as you're not griefing someone in the game, then you're at least being somewhat helpful to the other players. Quick side note, but when playing with one of my friends, she loves to build and I love to mine, so there is potential for these sort of symbiotic relationships to form. But no matter how simple a game can be, it's all for nothing if you can't convince someone it's worth buying a piece of hardware for. Unless you're the Nintendo Wii. But that leads me to the second requirement. Be easily available. Now, I know that we like to joke in the gaming community here that there's a version of Skyrim on everything, or how you play Doom on anything with a power cord, but I think we're all sleeping on how spread out Minecraft is. I was gonna make a joke that I was shocked that there's no version of it on a car infotainment system, but then I googled it. Damn, this video is 5 years old. Link in the description. Back on track? You don't need dedicated hardware or super powerful hardware to play the game. Any modern smartphone can play Minecraft. Combine this with the fact that there's a version on every modern console, and the fact that crossplay is as solid as it is, it makes it very compelling to at least try it at some point. Heck, there are probably a lot of people who exclusively play Minecraft on a tablet or a phone. And while I personally prefer the Java edition, that's PC exclusive. I can't really argue with Bedrock being an overall good thing of the game, given that it can act as an entry point for a vast majority of people playing Minecraft. I honestly think that Minecraft works amazingly as a mobile game, for the same reason I think it works well as an intergenerational game. It has a very pick-up-and-play kind of nature, at least in my opinion. Think about the kind of games you play on mobile. Something you can just open up, play for a bit, and then close and not think about. And for me at least, Minecraft has that kind of mentality. Sure, you can go for some objectives, like killing the Ender Dragon, but it's by no means required. You can pop in, maybe build a little farm or slice some mobs, log out and go about your day. I can come back to the game after a month of not playing it, and not have to spend 20 minutes trying to figure out what I was doing when I last left it. I've had moments in other games where I leave it for a while and completely forget everything I was doing. It's kind of like the old arcade games, and to an extent the old NES games I played with my parents. I actually remember my dad telling me once that he stopped playing games with me and my brother because games got too complex. He preferred games where the whole point was to get a high score. And granted, in Minecraft there is no high score, but I need to mention the obvious. Minecraft, in some respects, has a whole lot of similarities with LEGO in terms of enjoyment. Yeah, some people are hard-pressed to play a video game, but there's arguably a higher chance that they'll be much more willing to build LEGO. Using my dad as an example again, he won't play a video game with my nephews, but the second they ask him to build LEGO, he's all over it. Sorry, I've had this footage on my computer for months now, and I wanted an excuse to use it. In conclusion, Minecraft is a really special game. It's simple to learn, yet hard to master. You can play it pretty much anywhere you can take a smartphone. And no matter when the last time you played it, you can find something to do that will only benefit you. I truly feel that this is a game that everyone can find enjoyment in, even if it is just ironic enjoyment. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. And I'd love to hear some examples of intergenerational games that you've played. Put them in the comments, or just tell me how bad I am at YouTube. Please, I need the serotonin that comes with seeing people interact with me through the digital realm. Anyway, I've been Rowan, and I hope you have a fantastic day.